So we are here in the basement. You know, one of the things I see, obviously, it is not that abnormal. These drains out here are clogged up, doesn't work. You can see the mud and the water line on the storm door, and you can see how much water has been in here before. You look around the perimeter, you know, there's been, 8 to 12 inches of water in here at times, mud on the floor. This has been going on for years. This isn't something, new. Now, obviously, since this wall collapsed, and from my understanding, this happened back in May. So, there is, I'm sure, a significant amount of this does come from that, but apparently there's been water issues in here for years, since the 70s. So I can look here and see, there's this horizontal crack here. That would have been there prior to this collapse. We've got some stair stepping here. This would have not been from a footer settlement, but from where this wall has tweaked and pushed in, it's affected this corner. Let's see what we see on the other side. Doesn't look like this corner's been tweaked too much. It just looks like total wall failure, obviously, which would have, the most of the pressure would have been from the middle. Looked like they had a window well here. So, water weighs 8 pounds per gallon. You take that weight, put it with the dirt this is about a 7'6" high ceiling here, probably closer to 7. You take that amount of dirt in that, or water in that soil, that's a lot of weight pushing against a hollow block wall. These walls were not filled. There's no rebar in it, which is pretty standard here from houses that was built in this era. So ladies and gentlemen, whenever you see cracks in your foundation walls, don't let it slide. When's the best time to fix it? Now. When's the cheapest time to fix it? Now. Because this is the result of waiting. Number one, materials and labor continue to increase. And then on top of that, if you let it get too far, your cost to repair is significantly more than wall repair. We could have, if we would have caught this wall, 2 years ago, more than likely we would have been somewhere in the, depending on the extent of the bowing, at minimum, we would have been somewhere in the neighborhood of about $5 grand, high end, 10 grand to stabilize this wall. Now it's going to cost this homeowner considerably more to repair this, because there's a lot of factors here. The way it's supported now with these posts is not going to be sufficient to actually do this work. So there's going to have to be excavation involved, and then we're going to have to run a temporary beam along the whole length of the wall, along with support posts, jack it up to where it needs to be, and then the footer should be okay on this, but we'll have to get a mason to come in and rebuild a new wall and set it back down on it. So yeah, this is what happens when you wait. It does happen.